Hi, everybody. This is Nicole Ofelia from this page, Conoce to Know Yourself. And if you're watching from YouTube, this is a channel, same name. This is a bilingual page. And today I have here beautiful Haley Carlson. Hi, Haley. How are you?
Hi, Nicole. I'm great. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for being here. I'm honored to have you here. And
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
thank you so much. So I would like to maybe talk today about who is Haley. Who is Haley? Can you
Okay.
tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm Haley Carlson. I live in Chicago. I have three amazing kids, 15, 14, and 5. I grew up in the Midwest. I then spent about just over 10 years in New York City. Kind of started on Wall Street and into the corporate sector. Spent most of my time in media and entertainment, leading large teams across the country for publishing companies, media conglomerates, for the majority of my career, over 20 years. And then I got to a point where I just knew there was something more for me. I wasn't sure what it was. So in my mid to late 30s, I started the exploration of who is Haley, exactly what you just asked. And I've never been one to settle for anything and in any area of my life. And so I wasn't really sure. I knew I was always passionate about health and wellness. That was the one thing I knew. And I had experienced over my time in corporate a lot of high stress situations, burnout, turnover of my teams, my C-level executive teams that I worked with, and myself included. And I was like, okay, what is the complete opposite of what I've been experiencing in the corporate sector? What could I do that's the complete opposite? Which is funny because now that's what we teach with mindset, right? Is to whatever you're faced with, and it's any sort of dilemma or you don't want in your life, do the complete opposite. Come up with an affirmation that's the complete opposite, which is I just realized that. But so yeah, I started this exploration. It took me about 3 to 4 years. In that time, I took a number of different courses at DePaul University here in Chicago, things like stress reduction in the workforce, traditional Chinese medicine, like things that I was just trying to figure it out, I did a lot of different things. I'm a Reiki instructor. I'm a yoga teacher, a health and wellness coach through the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. And then I knew I wanted to go out on my own and start my own business, but it wasn't until I became a client of Bob Proctor and the Proctor Gallagher Institute first. And once that happened, it was the rest is history, as they say. And I very quickly realized that this is where I wanted to be in this personal development space, helping other people create the kind of internal freedom and eventually then external freedom that I was able to create for myself and my kids. So yeah, that's who I am. I've been with PGI. It was first, like I said, as a client, and then I had my own coaching consulting business with PGI for just over 2 years. And then at the end of 2019, I was asked to join Bob's team full time. And so it was an offer I couldn't turn down. So that's what I've been doing since then.
Oh, love it. Oh, it's such an inspiration, and I love how you tried different things. I know when you and I met, beautiful. We connected right away. We had some things in common, such as yoga. Some of you may not know I'm a yoga instructor as well, and we both have 3 kids, and trying different things. So it's been a journey for you to figure out or finding who you are yourself, things that you like.
Absolutely.
So is this your what is this your passion? Passion is helping other people with mindset.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was always, I grew up in a very Irish Catholic background where the women were the backbone. And I come from a line of, my grandmother, my aunt, my mom, just very strong-willed women. And so I definitely get a lot of that from them. But I grew up with my mom who was always a very she had a very successful career, and she, but even right before she retired, she would still joke around and say like, oh, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. And so I kind of just thought that I would follow in her footsteps with that. Like I loved what I did. I had a lot of great experiences that in my corporate life, but it definitely didn't fulfill me. And so once I landed on this mindset material, and it was literally like an awakening, or like that aha moment that I wasn't trying to make happen, but it just kind of came to for me. And so yeah, this is what I 100% want to do for the rest of my life. It's my purpose, my passion, my calling. And I feel really truly blessed every day. Like I wake up, and it sounds silly, but I pinch myself that I get to help people all day long. And that help comes in a lot of different forms. And so, but I absolutely love what I do. And I love too, like it's blended into my life, my personal life now, like I parent like I said, I have two older ones and then a younger one. And I parent the younger one much differently than I did the older two when they were her age. And so I love actually seeing the contrast. And now I parent the older two different too, but they're teenagers, so everything's different. But yeah, I mean, I absolutely it's impacted every area of my life, and just the growth. I love bringing that to other people.
That's beautiful, Haley. Can you share maybe a tip about the mindset, some tips that can help the audience?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think, mindset is interesting, right? Because not a lot of you say it and we kind of know what it is, but I don't know that the majority of people really know what that means. And it really, for me, what it means is you're learning to think for yourself. There's everything in life is conscious awareness, and we're always either growing or we're going in the opposite direction. And so my work with mindset for me means that you're constantly working every day to grow your level of awareness, grow your mindset in order to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish in life. And a lot of it is centered around goal setting. If you ask the majority of people walking on the street, if you stop them and said, what is your goal? You're not going to get a very clear answer. And it's because I find that most people are just walking around, just kind of not really thinking for themselves and just going along with the masses. And that, if that's what you want, that they're totally fine. But I also find that the majority of people have this burning desire inside that they want to achieve more, they want to accomplish more, become something more. And so that's where we step in the personal development industry and offer help, offer some guidance. And it's oftentimes, it's not complicated, it's just a few simple tweaks in your way of thinking that can really impact your results. So it's really helping people, showing people how to think for themselves in order to accomplish what it is that they want to accomplish. But it's not just goal setting, I mean, it's your image, it's how you see yourself, how you love yourself, how you relate to other people, your relationships, your environment around you, who you surround yourself with has a huge impact on how you live your life, how you think, how you feel, how you learn, live, love. And so once you start, it's kind of a slippery slope. It can be where, you start working on your goal and then you realize like, oh, this is really going to touch every area of your life. And so it's not just developing a positive mental attitude, which I think personal development can sometimes get a bad rep with that. Like, yeah, it starts there, but it's not just being about positivity and happy. It's about really discovering who you are, what you want, who you're meant to be, why are you here? Mm-hmm. So that to me is what that's about. Kind of a short synopsis as possible.
No, it's beautiful. We can spend a long time here, but I like to keep the interview short. I know that a lot of people who watch don't have a lot of time to watch this. One last question. Haley, what is your goal this year? 2021.
That's a great question. I have, I do have a financial goal, and I have a goal to expand certain areas of our coaching division within PGI. I think there's a number of, I think Bob is like the best kept secret in personal development. My heart and soul just goes into everything that he teaches, and I've never worked with someone that's been able to get results for people as quickly as he's been able to, as quickly as he is able to. And so I really want to continue my work in expanding the reach that we where we don't have resources, or we don't. So that's a part of my goal. But my why for the year, outside of my kids, like why I'm going for this goal is because I want to, I don't want to, I'm going to take my family on a trip at the end of the year, not just my kids and I, but my parents, my sister, her family, my aunt and uncle. There's about 12 of us. And I'm going to take us all, I think Mexico again, because I'm so in love with this one spot, but take us all first class on a vacation and just enjoy each other, at the end of the year. So that's kind of my goal and my why for the year.
That's awesome. That's amazing. And I'm sure I want to see pictures when that happens.
Yep, definitely.
That's beautiful. And when you mentioned about Bob, yes, I joined the program a few months ago, and I could not be more inspired of how the program is and how you see yourself developing. So I'm very, very grateful and thankful for being there, and grateful to meet you there, because I met you through that, and meeting a lot of other wonderful people there as well. I like to say here for everybody who's watching is the reason I do this interview is so people from wherever they're watching, they get to see people in their specialized fields, whether it's the physical, the mental, or spiritual field. They get to see other perspective, other way of living and views, ideas. So, and to hope to find it, so for you to find it motivational or inspirational. Sometimes even if there's only one person watching, or it touches one person, it's like it's already the work is done, how I would say it. So Haley is so beautiful.
I love what you're doing, Nicole. I love what you're doing, and I commend you for everything that you're doing to touch other people and bring this material to other people. So I love watching you, and love watching you grow, and I'm honored to have met you last year.
Thank you as well, Haley. Is anything else you want to say? Oh, please share. Where can people find you? I'm going to put it on the post as well, but if you want to share, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you can find me on Instagram. It's at Haley K Carlson. So it's HALEY K Carlson, CARLSON. And then I'm on Facebook too, Haley K Carlson. There's you can friend me, and you can also I have a private Facebook group that is Proctor Gallagher Success Coach with Haley Carlson, I think is what it is. But yeah, Proctor Gallagher Institute Success Coach with Haley Carlson. So it's all on my Instagram and my private Facebook. So you'll be able to find it from there.
Great. And I will also put it on the post as well. Well,
cool.
Thank you so much, Haley. Thanks everybody for watching this. Until next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.